in the game on the first play. Leonard's little brother at his first ever touchdown last week against Rice.
This is this A&M defensive front.
Nick Brossette, no place to go.
It is a downhill physical front.
Burrow, incomplete. Jamar Chase couldn't grab it. Season and a win since LSU to the New Year's 6. Burrow on first down, completion right near the sticks, just short Stefan's
hobble with that lower leg injury.
And again on 2nd and 1, Brossette will lose yardage as it's Caper Smith making the play. Did the same thing on the last drive.
That's the inside penetration once again. Quick upfield was Bobby Brown, inside out.
Under pressure, Brossette to the sideline, too tall for Terrace Marshall. Two straight
into the formation fast for the Tigers.
And for the first time, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the game. Burrow fakes to him, and underneath finds D. Anderson. They don't. And it is Jonathan Giles just short yards. Does LSU go to the ground? Yes, and Helaire moves the chains. But says the scheme is totally different from what then Matt Canada threw at him. Helaire back near the 40-yard line. Elko said
he's out of rhythm and uncomfortable.
Burrow under pressure takes off. He can run, and he takes a hit from Otaro Alaka near midfield. Long count. Dalen Mack is off sides on that play, and Burrow just goes to the ground.
Offside, defense on the nose guard. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
More on Burrow. Let's go down team after the Georgia victory last month. Another long snap count, and the Aggies are ready for it. In the backfield, meeting Helaire, OT as they call him, tackle for loss.
And another negative yardage play on a rush attempt.
Quick throw to Giles. And he has blockers in front inside the Aggie 40-yard line.
Even on an early down, the screen game is imperative.
Burrow, deep shot. One-on-one down there to Jefferson, incomplete. Monday and Tuesday. Brossette dumps it off to Burrow dumps it off to Brossette, rather. And nicks up to the 32-yard line for 5. Late clock down to 2. Brossette flushed out. Burrow, rather, a first down run near the 25-yard line. Joe has showed off the wheels a couple of times. It's the 3rd first down conversion on this drive and what is the 11th play. And Brossette straight ahead for Burrow keeps wide open space. Touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
And a clean pocket for Kellen Mond and a touchdown for A&M.
Burrow under center, play action, old school football. Morrow, first down catch past the 35-yard line. That's a 6 different receiver that Burrow has found so far. 13-yard reception. Into traffic somehow. Chase made that catch. What a good-looking get-off-the-bus team this is. Burrow gives himself up inside the 45-yard line. Pushing for Joe on the season now. With Chase in motion now at the top of the screen. He goes to him, and he bobbles the football. They call it incomplete. And it gets to Austin Deculus.
Dead ball, false start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Well, in the home of the 12th man, it's fitting that the crowd noise picked up 5 yards for its defense and makes it all the more difficult for this LSU offense to convert. Keep in mind, on the previous third down conversions, it was Joe Burrow with nowhere to go with the football, having to scramble to pick up the first.
Easy throw there to Derek Dillon. Dillon's inside the 40. And it'll be marked right near that yellow line.
That looked like a pretty favorable spot.
Bernard Fournette, who was in the game on the first play, in now as a receiver, and he's wide open inside the 30, and he's inside the red zone to the 19. And it might be a delay of game.
Prior to the snap, delay of game, offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Once they pierce the 20.
Now outside of that after the penalty. And outside the 30 after Dalen Mack gets the sack.
Joe Burrow has hurt A&M with the scramble. This time they're going to end up running a stunt. And Dalen Mack, he's going to start on the inside. He's going to end up on the outside. This is one of the ways to kind of clean up the rush lanes. You don't want a quarterback to have anywhere to escape. We mentioned the protection issues by LSU. Dalen Mack doing a good job getting the quarterback on the ground.
Mike Elko said, I don't know what happened with this guy before I got here, and I don't care. He's playing his best football as a senior. Burrow just trying to get some positive yardage, gets back to the 31, but Matabike yard line. Incomplete. And they're saying this is a live ball. Miles Jones initially ruled a touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds on the kicking team, number 34. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line.
That's adding to some of the frustration.
Can LSU score quickly? Double coverage attempt to Stephon Sullivan, game number 12, despite a 9-2 record and ranked 7th in the country. Burrow on the move to the sideline. That's incomplete to Jefferson, out of bounds.
Plays since that Georgia contest.
Well, 3rd and 10. That's a good one to chase, and it's a first down for 11. Burrow, plenty of time to scamper out of bounds into Aggie territory. Burrow runs for 7 more, and it's now 2nd and 3. And it's chased to the 41. First down. Clock stops as they move it. LSU with 1 timeout.
And as you can see, now you pick up that first down, you're in plus territory. Now LSU trying to snap quickly.
Burrow looking for Jefferson, incomplete.
That ball, 6 points.
Burrow flushed out again, and Jefferson makes the catch inside the 40 down to the 37.
Of this world, LSU's almost forfeited that run game.
And he takes off again and dives near the first down to the 31.
Looks like he's got it. He does. And once again, it's the scramble ability of Burrow and the poor pass rush integrity that time by A&M. Once again, the edge rusher caught inside, and Burrow with a clean escape lane.
Goes for it all. End zone, knocked away at the last second as 2 number 10s fight for the ball. Stephon Sullivan, the intended target. Miles Jones knocks it away. Miles Jones has earned the right to play in the last month with exceptional defense. Burrow leads D. Anderson too far, 3rd down.
A&M so far has been content to rush 4.
Do it again, and Burrow goes down as he's dragged down by tonight. They go right to Brosette, and that's his first positive play of the game, 8 yards.
And third downs that have been their undoing.
It's Brosette again, first down run past the Aggie, their own 25-yard line.
Able to open here in the third quarter with 2 strong runs.
9 yards and then 7 more, and now Burrow back to the air, and it's Jefferson getting loose. He's at midfield. 24 yards for the sophomore.
And another 5 yards after the catch. See Terrell Dotson trying to come back in coverage and drop underneath. And Dotson doesn't wrap up as he falls into Jefferson. You see Jefferson finishing that catch physically with the stiff arm.
Brosette picks up the blitz for Burrow. He leads Fournette perfectly, can't make the catch.
Productive as a receiver out of the LSU offensive backfield.
Burrow underneath to the 44 to Derek Dillon. Pick up of 6.
Full slide protection, able to keep Burrow nice and clean. They want to negate any of that pressure for the A&M defensive front, but so far, not lined up.
And this is a catch by Marshall, and a flag comes in inside the 40 down near the 37.
Establishing the run, protecting well.
Illegal substitution on the defense. 12 people on the field. Penalties decline. Play results in a first out.
Receiver that Joe Burrow is connected with so far tonight. Dumps this one off to Brosette. Burrow fakes to Edwards-Helaire and runs right at that Aggie front, Justin Matabike.
And they're going to walk up some of their linebackers, but still, again, some confusion with their lineup.
Burrow escapes inside the 25, first down Tigers.
Well, what did Jimbo Fisher say at halftime? We got to maintain our rush integrity. This time, Otaro Alaka coming in there inside. And Joe Burrow, that time just a fantastic job, escaping to the right.
12 more, now to 77 yards. Rushing on the game is Brosette inside the 15 to the 13-yard line.
And these scrambles, it has to be debilitating. You see LSU jumping the football again on a second short.
Brosette, no place to go this time.
Reacting because it was another quick snap.
This one another quick one too. Looks like Burrow is right at the marker.
Yeah. 11 games coming into this night.
Losing the time of possession battle again, but they're there to meet Brosette. No place to go.
It's Durham and Kingsley Kiki.
Option, Burrow elects to keep it. And a big form tackle by Donovan Wilson down at the 7.
That's twice where we've seen Burrow get stuck by the Aggies. Earlier was by Alaka, this time Donovan Wilson. That is a clinic real tackle. Looks like Pat Fisher for the Washington Redskins in the 70s. We teach guys how to tackle that way. But a third down, and this has vexed the Aggie defense all game. The ability for LSU, despite coverage downfield, to buy time, but in the red zone, easier for a defense to collapse.
One-on-one, end zone, caught! Jefferson!
Earlier in the game, we saw...
The last time A&M beat LSU was 1995. Corey Pullig finding Albert Connell for the touchdown, but it was Leland McElroy. Look at those shoulder pads.
God.
A 3-yard run there, and then scampering for 33 more. Aggies beat LSU 33-17. R.C. Slocum's in the house tonight, as he typically is watching this one. The offensive coordinator for him that night, Steve Ensminger. Who is the OC now, of course, at LSU. And bulldozed is Burrow by Devion Renfro.
They showed a too high safety look. Devion Renfro, he does a good job. He didn't tip it too early. He comes from the boundary. Watch this. He's just going to shoot right at the snap. And Burrow never felt it until it was too late. He got right to the bottom of his drop. And as he was setting up, Renfro was on top of him. Wasn't a clean tackle, but Burrow went down. Aggies have had difficulty getting to Joe Burrow and getting him on the ground. It hasn't been getting the pressure. It's keeping him in the pocket and getting him down.
So 9 there. And now the underneath throw to Morrow, who gets back near the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and just over 10. Capers Smith with another tackle.
Negative yardage play, and they've needed it. We talked about LSU's efficiency on first down, and even when they've gotten into 3rd and longs, their ability to convert. Now this is a 3rd and 10 plus. We saw already here in the second half, early in the first half as well, regardless of the coverage downfield, Burrow's ability to scramble upfield. Now you see A&M with only 3 bigs, 3 down linemen in the game.
One of them dropping back, but a couple dropping Burrow. Tyree Johnson gets home for the 3rd sack.
That was my only way to play college football. I asked him, how'd you get so good? I just practice.
And Brosette takes off as he gets near the 35-yard line. Man is still making tackles, though. Made one on a kickoff tonight, and of course, recovered a fumble against South Carolina earlier this season on a punt. So while he's not supposed to be playing every down, he takes advantage when he is out there. Is Burrow in the LA. A little trouble with Burrow and Brosette, but Nick is able to get the football from him and bring it to midfield for a gain of 4. Renfro on the tackle.
The exchange kind of muddied it up, and Jaden Peavy beats the block of Damian Lewis at right guard. Missed a chance for a tackle for loss.
Burrow cannot escape as Dalen Mack just holds on to Burrow's leg for what seemed like an eternity.
You know, sometimes I think tempo has gotten the best of LSU tonight, because this time there was some confusion. It looked like, I don't know what Sadiq Charles was thinking, if he had help from his tight end there, as if they had a full slide protection where the entire offensive line blocks to the right. But it looked like he was locked up with Mack, and Mack just kept on working upfield to get Burrows to the ground.
Burrow steps up, and now he's down. Otaro Alaka.
This game up.
Well, Mond only has 2 second-half completions. Burrow 7 for 8. And Leonard Fournette turns on the Jets, breaks tackles as an inside the 35. That's a 46-yard run.
Devion Renfro, the corner, he gets hung up inside. Nobody set the edge. And Fournette was able to get outside. Larry Pryor coming over at safety with a pretty poor tackling effort. Fournette picked up another 4 yards. Pryor just trying to bounce him out of bounds, and Fournette wasn't having it.
58 total rushing yards on the season before that big game. And now it's Brosette breaking tackles. He dives ahead to the 21.
It would be tackle.
Brosette, first down. Burrow giving the sign for first down as soon as he handed it off.
Defense was gassed.
Fake to Brosette. Moreau. Touchdown. Bulldozing his way to give the LSU Tigers the lead. Jimbo Fisher wasn't able to do it there, and now LSU goes to the ground with Brosette. A&M against USC. Meanwhile, 2nd and 8. And on an option play, Brosette will block for Burrow. And Joe's ahead to the 40. And A&M will use their last time out to put it away. Burrow wrapped up by Kiki and company. A&M throws a touchdown pass to Courtney Davis, and here we are. And it's Justin Jefferson on an end around, and he gets near the 22-yard line.
The other direction to force an overtime.
Burrow deflected at the line, third down. That was Kiki.
Kingsley Kiki does a great job. He gets his hands up. He's not going to get to the passer. They were trying to get it to Morrow again. He's had a couple of big catches in this game, one for a touchdown. Kiki that time able to get his hands up and get the deflection. Largely a quiet night for one of the better performers of the Aggie defensive front, and another third down. The Aggies have not been good on third down here tonight, and largely because of Joe Burrow and his scramble.
And there's movement on the line as there was confusion with Burrow and Brosette there near the end of the play clock.
12th man.
The snap, false start. Offense 76, 5-yard penalty, third down.
That's the 12th man. And it was like, I don't know if it was near a full throat, because there's a lot of folks that left this stadium and came back in. As you see, Austin Deculus, second time he's been flagged this game for a false start, and it's owing to the crowd noise here at Kyle Field.
Listen to the 12th man here on the 3rd and 12. Burrow under pressure, sacked at the 32. One rushing tonight. And like Mon takes off with a tailback blocking in front for 6.
Effectively the same play, as you mentioned. You're just going to run a stretch play into the boundary with your quarterback and a lead blocker out in front. And once again, first down efficiency for LSU showing up again. That was Joe Burrow's 20th carry. That was a design carry on that run.
And it's 21 carries, and it's a first down to the 11.
That time Joe Burrow pulling a Travion Williams. Quarterback counter, and he sticks it right up in the middle. Kingsley Kiki had a chance to make the tackle. Burrow runs right through it. Able to pick up a first down, and just outside the 10-yard line. LSU can still convert.
Burrow, end zone chase, incomplete. Could not bring it down to the ground as that ball was resting next to him.
Working against Miles Jones, and it looks like a catch to me. Does he bounce it out? Does he lose possession? And Miles Jones punches it out right as Chase is going to the ground, and he has to survive the ground. That ball was coming out. You see Jones splitting the hands of the receiver, and he knocks it out before Chase goes to the ground. That's twice Miles Jones, in effectively the same scenario, has been able to rally and use that 6'4" frame of his to deny a would-be touchdown catch.
Leon Renfro was ejected for targeting in the South Carolina game, which pressed Jones into action, and he has been one of the starters since. He prevents Chase from scoring that touchdown there.
That was textbook. When you talk to these defensive coaches, defensive back coaches, you split the hands of the receiver, especially when they're trying to high point that ball. Jones able to knock it loose before what would have been a touchdown. Right now you look at it, 2nd 10 on the 11-yard line. LSU can get a fresh set of downs. A&M was able to get it down there and was denied the end zone by the LSU defense on a 2nd and 10. Can the Aggies bow their necks and keep the Tigers out of the end zone here in overtime?
Burrow with Brissett blocking in front. And he's out near the 5. And to further the point about these attempts, his career high before this game in rushing attempts was 13. 9 more than that tonight.
Now, he's been the difference maker all night long. And it's been largely as a runner. It's been the Joe Burrow show. And we talked about it. Coming into this game, A&M, they only give up 80 yards rushing. Not tonight. It's been more than double that, 185 rushing yards for LSU.
3rd and 4. Same play. 4th down at the 3. Landis Durham on the tackle.
That time a good job by Donovan Wilson of setting the edge. He came up quickly on Nick Brissett. You see LSU, they want to run this play quickly.
Brissett stretches to the goal line. Touchdown.
He's 80 yards. Nick Brissett got into the end zone. He's got fresh legs. The guy hadn't had to do much all night long.
Burrow, end zone, caught! D. Anderson.
It's a touchdown here, puts it away for the Tigers.
Fake to Fournette. Burrow to Moreau inside the 10, and he holds onto the ball as Pryor tries to pry it loose. 1st and goal.
Donovan Wilson had a nice break on this ball. You can see Burrow with the ball fake to the right. And Donovan Wilson was just a hair late. And Moreau, who has come up big in this game, back-to-back games after a career high last week versus Rice. And Jimbo Fisher desperately trying to get a timeout and does. For A&M, who's split out now over Jefferson.
Leonard Fournette down to the 6. Fournette has gone from being buried on the depth chart to scoring his first career touchdown last week and playing a huge role tonight.
Opened up the entire game. First play of the game, a pass to Leonard Fournette. Ended up talking with Kevin Falk, one of the best running backs in SEC history, certainly in LSU history. Can't learn from anybody better than that.
Brissett back in. Burrow follows him, changes direction, wrapped up. Tyrell Dodson the first to him, 3rd down.
Well, both offenses trying the right side, and perhaps even a Sugar Bowl Peach Fiesta for LSU. A lot on the line, and a streak to be broken perhaps for A&M.
Burrow takes off. Down at the 3. Landis Durham on the tackle. We're going to go watch this play here as we get ready for the 5th overtime. And Burrow finds Torrey Carter for his first catch of the game in the 5th overtime.
I think that's the 11th different receiver for Joe Burrow. So he's spreading it around, and he's certainly been given plenty of time to do so.
Only his 3rd catch of the season for the sophomore from Leesburg, Georgia. Brissett on the toss to the 11.
Well, here's the thing. And we touched on it earlier. It's been Joe Burrow left, Joe Burrow right, Joe Burrow scrambling, maybe a couple of throws sprinkled in. Nick Brissett, he's had a pretty quiet night. I mean, we're talking 14 rushes now We're in the 5th overtime. So if anything, you got fresh legs, and of course he's back over on the sideline. The #1 running back for LSU tonight has been its quarterback, number 9, who's under center now.
It's been a while since Edwards-Helaire has been in the game. Here he is. Looks like he's going to throw. Carter, touchdown. Why not?
Movements or something.
Burrow, with his best performance as an LSU Tiger, down to the 17.
It takes a shot. The 3rd big shot. He's taking a lot of shots in this game. A 3rd big shot. He was limping around earlier, but he bounced right up after that run.
LSU must score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Brissett wrapped up. Big loss. Alaka, the first one to him.
Alaka knifes upfield right now. Watch him undercut the block. And Brissett, who's trying to string it out and floating. Dalen Mack is there to finish it up, as is the balance of the Aggie defensive front. And Alaka, the leading tackler for A&M, comes up with a big negative yardage tackle. Missed a couple of practices due to the concussion protocol. Showing up big on that overtime snap.
Burrow. Jefferson makes the grab inside the 5, 1st and goal.
This ball hung in the air almost as long as this game has gone on. It just kind of floats. It looks like it might have gotten picked by Alaka as LSU's over the football quickly.
And Burrow keeps it himself. Touchdown to LSU. Now it's the 2-point conversion to try to keep the game going.
I think this game started shortly after that.
Burrow, home run ball. Tangled up in the end zone, and the flag comes in as D. Anderson with a one-on-one battle with Larry Pryor.
It was Charles Oliver, I think, in there for the injured Miles Jones. Miles Jones ended up.
Pass interference, defense number 21. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, you're right, Oliver came in there after Jones got banged up. Oliver a starter most of the season.
You can see he just panics right here. Hadn't seen a lot of snaps. You're in overtime. D. Anderson, who calmly made a touchdown catch earlier, working against Miles Jones, the cornerback whom Charles Oliver replaced. And Oliver that time with a PI to try to deny what he thought would have been a touchdown scoring catch.
Burrow running all night into the end zone. Touchdown.
When we talked to the A&M